We're live!
Hey guys, Kelly Hagen.
And Calvin Hagen.
Sorry, we look a little casual. We just rushed in from the kids' swim team.
They both made the team! Woo! They were smoking it. As soon as they realized that the other guys were slowing down, they both poured it on and increased their speed at the end and nailed it!
Pretty proud of them. Actually, this is they haven't really ever had to be very competitive. Just, I guess, against
Except
each other.
against each other.
And they really poured it on. They really did their best and put it all out there, all their energy, all their effort, all their, trying, as they say, but they're doing this, and they really did really well.
They
anyway,
killed it!
That's not what we're here today.
Yeah, it was for a minute. That was definitely.
So welcome to Monday Mentoring Hangout, Hagen style. And tonight our topic is, how is the Chinese bamboo plant the same as your internet marketing business?
What do they have in common?
Zen question, right? So first we're gonna
for that matter, anything you do in life.
Anything you do in life, basically. So what I want to do is give you a few rules, not rules, but guidelines. First off,
rules?
No, we don't have any rules really. I enabled the question and answers app. Feel free at any time during this hangout, if you have any questions at all, post it in there and we'll address it. That way we can see it. And second, that's it, actually. That's the only guidelines.
That's it. I believe the chat is operational, but
no, it's not.
We didn't operate the chat. All conversation comes through the question and answer place today.
Because the only way you can do chat is if you're actually on live with us. You can't actually do it from the event page. You can only do question and answer.
Oh.
So that's why I always enable question and answer. There you go. So, guys, the very first thing we want to do is, we're getting views that are coming on, so I'm kind of stalling because I don't want anyone to miss this video that I'm about to share, because it's so profound and so works. If you take the concept, it works in every area of your life.
Who left the door open? There's all these dragonflies in here.
You like this dragonfly stickers? So
I love them.
To me, so I put them up.
They're so cool. They look real.
And one day I'm gonna finish this paint by numbers. One day, the Yeti's closet. Okay. So back to Monday.
I'm just killing time so more people get on the call.
You know what? You can
So
start
in order to really kill time, Kelly's gonna sing a song for us.
No, the beauty of Google Hangout is whenever you come in. Thank you, Lucky. He wants to hear me sing. That whenever you come in, you can start at the beginning, right? So it's not, so you can just do it. And those of you live with us, there will be about a 30-second delay or so. So anyway, I'm going to go over here and enable YouTube app.
That's so cool.
And this has never worked for me before, but I'm going to give it a go again. Because just because it doesn't work once doesn't mean you don't try to do it again.
And if it doesn't work, we'll have to try to do it with a screen
share. So can you guys give me a little, those of you live with us, I just want to make sure that you can see this YouTube video and that you can hear it as I start playing it. All right?
So somebody let us know in the question section.
In the question and answers.
Do you see the life lessons of the Chinese bamboo plant?
Okay, we want to make sure you can see the screen and hear the video. If you can't, I'll go back and just do it from a screen share way.
Can I hear from a screen share? A video?
Yeah.
They can, okay.
But anyway. I'm going to go ahead and play the video, guys. This app has never worked for me before, but I'm always determined to make things work the way they should work.
We got a great internet connection now. It should work.
It just worked when I tested it before the Hangout. Now I'm going to go back to screen share. No lessons.
Hold on.
All right, Devin, but can you hear? You can hear us. Okay, hang on. I'm determined. This is what makes me a successful internet marketer. I never give up. I make
every
things.
second we wait, we get another person on the call, so it's all good.
All right, it's just not connecting. Okay, hang on. We're gonna make this work.
Can you hear you talking now?
Yeah.
Do you need to turn that off from our talking or whatever to work now?
All right, hang on with this, guys. I'm gonna go at it another way. I don't want to take your time making this go. You know what? I'm gonna do one thing. But now it started way up here.
All right, start it there. It's at the beginning now.
Okay, it's at the beginning. I'm going to go ahead and play it. Just put in the video and the question and answers if you cannot hear or see the video, or if you can, you know, say it's all good or no, we can't hear it. But let's go.
What'd you do?
They're all saying the sound is gone. Hang on. Hey guys, are you hearing this? Because I'm seeing some. Actually, can you just tell us right now, and I'll wait. If you guys are actually hearing this video, it's so important to hear it. Ken and Devin, if you can just tell us if you're hearing it.
Right now, so they can hear it.
No sound, Kimberly? I'm going to clear all these out, and I'm going to play it for another second, and then I want someone to actually tell me if it's working.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, you guys, I am muted because we're listening to the video. Just read the words if you can't hear it, and I'll post the video up, the link to the video when we put up the replay.
Everything they say in the video goes by in the words that are written, so it'll all work anyway.
Yeah, you shouldn't be hearing Cohen and I. You should be hearing the video.
The video only.
So let's keep trying here.
Are you guys seeing the video?
30.
Do you guys see the video but just not hear it?
You guys just answer this one question.
Do you see the video? Yes.
Okay, do you see the video? Yes or no?
Please, just a yes or a no from somebody if they see the video.
All we need to know is if you guys can see the video.
Not nothing. Please, just a yes or no. Do you see the video?
I'm going to just delete all these.
Can somebody type, yes, I see the video, or no, I don't see the video? Nothing else. That's all we want to see typed. Please.
We're playing a video. And I want to make sure you guys can see it.
Ken, can you see the video? Yes or no, I see the video.
Okay, so the whole time you're just watching us sitting here watching
So you never saw the video.
See this? So weird. Okay, so Devin, no, you cannot see the video. So you've just been watching us sitting here doing nothing. Now that is hilarious. All right, I'm going to start over.
The lesson today is patience.
All right, we're starting a different way, guys. Okay.
Okay, hold on.
Now you can see us. See, that YouTube app has never worked for me. I've tried it over and over again. I don't know why it doesn't work. All right, I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm going to play a video.
Why could nobody just type no or yes?
And I don't know. And I want to make sure you guys can see and hear the video. So all I want to hear is yes, and I can see and hear the video, or no, I cannot see and hear the video.
And if you cannot hear the video, just read the words. We're not going to stop it again if the video's playing, if everybody can see it. Alrighty? You got a screen share going now?
No, not yet.
Can they hear a screen share? I don't think so.
No?
I'd like to introduce you to the miracle of Chinese bamboo. It all begins with a seed and with the vision of someone willing to wait. A Chinese farmer, usually struggling to survive and provide for his family, plants the seed and sets his hope and vision.
What are you doing? Wait, hang on.
Now we play.
Okay. Well,
I'd like to introduce you to the miracle of Chinese bamboo. It all begins with a seed and with the vision of someone willing to wait. A Chinese farmer, usually struggling to survive and provide for his family, plants the seed and sets his hope and vision on all it will provide when it towers 90 feet above his head. With a heart toward the future, he digs hole after hole, plants the seeds, then begins their care. Day after day, he carries water to the spots he has marked. And because it's human nature to want to see results, he carefully inspects the spots every day. Nothing. Knowing he has to feed his family, he plants other crops, carefully sown around the spots that contain the real hope for his future. He continues to water them every day, feeding them carefully and watching. Nothing. The other crops sprout within weeks, providing nourishment for his family within months, but provide nothing for the future. These crops will not make his dreams come true. They will simply provide for the present. The Chinese bamboo seeds contain all his hopes, his dreams. A whole year goes by. Nothing. He continues to haul water. He stares endlessly at the spots, but sees nothing but barren ground. His hopes, his dreams seem so very far away. There is no evidence of life. Has the seed rotted? Has it died before it ever had a chance to grow? Another year goes by. Nothing. His neighbors, those who don't know and believe in the miracle of the Chinese bamboo, laugh at him. They mock his vision for the future. They look on with scorn as he hauls buckets of water to the spots. He begins to question himself. Will it ever grow? Is he pouring water and his life's energy into something that will reap no reward for him? Another year goes by. Nothing. 3 years of pouring water, energy, and hope into the Chinese bamboo. Nothing to show for it. Yet he's heard of the miracle of the Chinese bamboo. He's heard of the huge rewards that come to those who believe. One day he stands over the spots and he cries his frustration and fears. The spots reveal nothing, the barren ground seeming to mock him. Yet the wind whispers hope to him. He sighs and hauls yet more buckets of water. Another year goes by. Nothing. 4 years. 4 years of hoping, wishing, and diligently tending his dream. Surely the miracle will happen now. His neighbors have quit laughing. They no longer even care. Yet they talk quietly among themselves of the farmer who isn't quite right. At this point, the farmer isn't even sure. Yet he's fallen into a habit, so he continues to water the spots. He continues to feed them. It's simply what he does now, with no knowledge of reward, just the simple, now unspoken hope that life resides beneath the spots he so carefully tends. Another year passes. Nothing. 5 years. The farmer is tired. Tired of hauling buckets. Tired of growing and tending so many other crops to feed his struggling family. Tired of trying to keep his dream alive. Tired of seeing no results day after day. He stares hopelessly at the spots. There could not possibly be life after so many years. He must have watered them wrong. He must not have fed them correctly. If only he had done things differently, there would be growth. Despair rocks his soul. 5 years he has poured into his dream, into his hope for a better future. His dream mocks him. The vision of a better life for his family melts away under harsh reality. Tears fill his eyes as he grabs for the last hope residing in his soul and slowly lifts the bucket to pour water onto his dream. After 5 years, he realizes it would be folly to give up. Then comes the morning when the whole village is jolted awake by the cries of joy from the farmer. They watch startled from their windows as he runs down the dusty road calling for his family to come see. As his family races back up the road after him, the rest of the village pours from their houses to see what has this crazy farmer so excited. They find the family clustered around the spots, talking excitedly. From the edge of the road, they can see green sprouts thrusting out from the barren ground. They seem to be growing before their very eyes. The farmer is dancing. The miracle has happened, he cries. The miracle has come. The spots become the place for everyone in the village to come, watching in amazement as the bamboo grows and grows and grows. 5 feet, 10 feet, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. In just 6 weeks, the bamboo has grown 90 feet tall. 5 years of nothing, and now this. 90 feet in 6 weeks. It is truly a miracle. The farmer stands to the side. He is aware all his dreams have come true. The harvest of the bamboo will provide all he dreamed of for his family. The bamboo that will replace what is harvested, springing forth from the deep roots forming during the last 5 years, will provide for generations to come. He also realizes the lessons he has learned are far more valuable. He learned to plant a dream. He learned to do the daily things that would make it a reality. He learned to ignore those who said it couldn't happen. He learned to push past his own fear and doubt and keep taking action. He learned to have faith when there was no reason to have faith. Now he smiles every time he walks through the village. Everyone is hauling buckets of water to their own spots, gazing over at his towering 90 feet tall bamboo. They know what can happen because of him. Because of his willingness to blaze the trail and make his dream come true. What about you? What are you willing to do to make your dreams come true? How long are you willing to work? How long are you willing to take action? How long are you willing to push past your fear and doubt? How much faith and belief are you willing to have? I hope your answer is one that will help you achieve all you dream of in life. As you continue to dream, do so knowing that someone believes in you enough to send you this movie. Someone believes in you enough to make sure you understand the miracle of Chinese bamboo, because they believe you can create miracles in your life.
I think I should definitely.
Wow!
Okay, guys, there it was. Now,
what I want to hear. Actually, I want to hear some thoughts from people in the Q&A as we go through and really talk about the power behind this video and how, of course, it applies to lots of areas in your life, but we'll talk specifically about business tonight, probably.
Did that sound familiar to you, what that farmer was going through?
It does to me.
It does to me, too. Because, all the other farmers in his village, they wanted something now, and they couldn't see the logic, and they laughed. Everybody thought he was crazy until suddenly he was the gentleman about town with all the money, growing 90 feet of money, covering his farm. Right? So, I want to watch for a few of those to pop up, but it's just the miracle of the Chinese bamboo. And, it's...
Wait, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
You know what really gets me about this, guys, and this is going to be, I want to talk about this. It just struck me, again, watching this video, is how nature is just perfect and how nature imitates life and life imitates nature. Just had to say that out loud.
Well, everything that we do is part of nature and what we do. And whether or not the crops that you sow are crops that are actually in the ground growing, or they are crops that you are planting in your business, in your affiliate marketing and whatnot. So what happens typically to most marketers is they start on a good path. They get really excited, they get super enthusiastic, and they start doing everything right. But then a little bit of time goes by, and they're not making a bunch of money. A lot of people expect to be making money in the first week. I mean, even some of the ads some of the ads we put out, make $24 in your first 24 hours, and you can do that, and you can make money quickly. But the true value of what happens when you're building something for long-term sustainability is not what you're going to reap today and tomorrow from what you do yesterday and today. It's what are you going to reap 4 and 5 years down the road. Look at what this farmer did. He watered his crop. He believed in the miracle of what he was doing. He believed that what he was doing, continuing to do it, even though he saw no direct outcome, that he had kept doing it. Now it's a lot of work to haul that water. But when you think of the amount of work that he did for 5 years so that his family would have generations of sustainable income, sustainable wealth to sustain his family, his children, his grandchildren, that 5 years that he invested isn't just going to sustain his family now. 5-year investment. Let's look at life this way. We live in a society where if you go to school for 12 years to become some kind of a doctor or something, you come out of school in debt, $400,000, $500,000, you're going to be paying that off for a long time, and you don't have the option of not doing what you went to school to do, even if you don't like doing it anymore, right? But we look at that as planting the seeds for your future. And yet when people become marketers, particularly internet marketers, MLM, network marketers, and affiliate marketers, they seem to have this vision that they're going to have $1 million or $100,000 overnight, and they're not going to have to really do what it takes to really sow these seeds properly into the future to make that work, right? So let's think about it, right? Here he is. He starts to plant his crops. He gets mocked by his neighbors. Now, who here on this call, since this is probably all affiliate network marketers and mostly, hasn't been mocked by your friends, mocked by your family, made fun of, people telling you, why are you putting all this stuff on Facebook? I've actually had, a brother-in-law of mine get mad at me because one of my posts went by and he saw it and he thought it was on his wall. And I'm like, wow, right? Talk about people jamming in front of your dreams, people shoving your dream down and wanting you to be in the box, in the cubicle that's been made for you, right? So we got to shut that noise out, right? And we got to keep watering that seed. Right? Now, if we're doing everything we're supposed to do, that seed is growing, even if we don't see the visual proof of it yet. Okay? And bamboo is not the only thing that does this. There are other trees and plants that grow in the desert. I forget the name of the tree, but I read about it recently. A tree that grows in the desert, that when the seed starts to grow, it grows a taproot down. It'll grow 100, 200 feet, 300 feet root, and it will not start to really sprout out into the open air until that root finds the water down underneath that it's searching for in order to really thrive and grow the tree. So all of nature does this. And we are a part of nature, and we also need to do this as well. We need to plant our roots. People talk about building a foundation, but I like to think of it much more along the lines of growing the roots that are going to sustain that tree that is our life, that is going to then sustain our family, right? If you look at these crops, olive trees, a grove of olive takes years before it's producing enough olives for commercial. Asparagus, like the bamboo,
It smells like food.
All right, I'm back. I don't know what just happened to me for a second there, but if that happens again, I'll click it right back on. So let's think about this, okay? Who on this call believes that hard working for 5 years would be worth it if at the end of that 5 years, keep pouring it, Kelly. I didn't finish. Just check it out.
The gas was on.
Okay. Who believes that 5 years' time spent to growing something that's going to take care of you, your family, and your kids and your grandkids for the future is worth it with that 5 years investment now? All right? Because that's where, for me, it comes down to. All right? Now,
5 years is no time at all.
5 years is no time at all. You know, we spent a lot of years learning how to do this business and how to be a success. Now, that 5 years, more than 5 years that we spend, is why we're able to have ourselves on the leaderboards in the company and maintain that as we're going through this time. Okay? So think about that. What have you done for 5 years straight to earn the rewards of a sustainable income coming to you? Okay? You've gone through the despair. Look at the farmer talks about the despair. It rocked his soul. Not one green thing. He must have done something wrong. But he hadn't done anything wrong. And he kept carrying those buckets of water, watering those seeds until those seeds sprouted. And he was able to know that what he had done is now going to pay for his family for generations to come. So, and I love that. I love it. It says, the roots will provide for his family for generations. See, that's what it's about when you have a sustained residual income that you're able to develop, or you get a skill that, regardless of what happens within the company and the team you're in, you're able to continue growing and developing yourself and other people as time goes by. Because it's not just you that you're doing this for. Because everything you're learning now, you're passing on to your team. What I'm able to give now to the people that have said, Kelwin, we see where you're going. Kelwin and Kelly, we love what you do and how you teach us. Kelwin and Kelly, thank you so much. All of these things are things that we've been able to pay forward, to pass on. So now the amount of time that we've invested in building this knowledge that we have, these skills that we have, these roots to our bamboo trees are not just helping us. Like the farmer, the villagers now saw what he could do and what he was doing and how that could benefit them, and now they're watering their roots, their seeds. Unlike the farmer, when we do that in this business, many of the people that we're helping to water their seeds actually add to our income, and that's a plus. But it's the same thing. He learned to plant a dream, and he learned not to listen to others. If he had listened to the noise of others, he would have plowed under that stuff, stopped carrying buckets of water, and he would be scrounging to feed his family forever, leaving nothing for future generations. Okay? But he didn't listen to the noise. You've heard it called noise by me and other people before, right? The noise. The things that people say that are going to bring you down. The things that people are going to say that are going to, I like to say that they will love you to death. Love you to death by laughing at what you're doing when you're reaching for your dreams. You know, maybe you'll never reach the stars. Maybe you'll have to settle for a nice trip to the moon. But it's a heck of a lot better than the cubicle the people that are laughing at us are sitting in. You know, I talked to a friend of mine the other day. He's a commercial director, and he does some other really neat things. And I love the guy and love what he does, and he's got an amazing free spirit, and he's driven. And we come back from this trip, right? And, you know, we're doing okay. We're making money, and we've made our money on it while we've been traveling the country for 4 years in an RV trip. But you know what? We're nowhere close to where we wanted to be when we finished this trip. I admit it. We're nowhere close to that. But guess what? We spent 4 years learning, developing, becoming better and better at it, making our living, paying our way, and we come home and he goes, wow, Kellen, I envy you. You did it. Oh, my God, you did it. And here's the cool thing is, the whole time we were gone, we were planting our roots. We were planting our roots. And now the green shoots are coming through the ground at us. For the last 6 or 7 months, they've been sprouting up from all the buckets of water that we've carried for the last 4, 5, 6, 8 years doing this business, as we've learned to be better and better marketers, learning from the lessons we had in the past. Now, Kelly and I could have given up. And had we given up, then the people that now we're helping to lift up with what we do and what we teach, we would have cheated them out of all the things we've learned, all the things we've been able to pass forward and pay on. All of these things that we're now able to give and share with others to help uplift their lives. So this isn't just about you guys. It's not about me and Kelly anymore. Okay? And it's about everybody that's around us, and what can we do so that they can experience the life that they design and want for themselves. This farmer knew that. He knew that. Did he have doubts? Yes. Did he stand over his crops and cry because he wasn't sure if what he had done was a mistake? Had he wasted all this time trying to water something that was going to grow and it wasn't going to grow? He had doubts, but he knew enough in the miracle of Chinese bamboo to keep watering it. So I'll ask you now, what is the miracle worth? What is your life and living a life of your design worth to you? Not to your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, and everybody else that thinks you should have kept your job at McDonald's. What's it worth to you? And you could write in the notes over here, and I'd love to hear some thoughts on that, right? I'm learning and implementing for the future, not going anywhere. Finally willing to put in the team. Ken, nice. When you have passion, it stays with you. Okay, absolutely, Devon says. All right? These are important things about it, right? Because I'll tell you what, most people are not going to do what it takes to be a success in this business. Most people are going to quit, and they're going to blame their upline. They're going to blame their parents. They're going to blame their kids. They're going to blame. Well, let me put this to you. Blame. Spell blame for me. Here's how I spell blame. B-lame. That's it. That's what blame is. Because no matter what you're doing or where you are, you hold the keys to your future. Because everything you're learning right now, even if you don't see it, is paving the way. I even like to say is a prayer for what you're going to get in the future. Now, you may pray for that $1 million. You may pray for winning the lottery. But even if you're praying for winning the lottery, you still have to go and do what? Buy a ticket. Kelly says, buy a ticket. Right? So, for me, I feel like I've already won the lottery. But now I need to continue to do the things. Right? Right now, every single morning, I get up and walk a minimum of 3 miles in the morning. I'm a little heavy right now. We've been working hard. We've been traveling. I allowed myself not to have a good exercise regimen for a while, and I'm overweight, and I don't like it. So no matter how I feel in the morning, I get up and I go for my walk. If I'm a little bit late to get somewhere, I do a little bit shorter walk. I come back later on, I get another bit of a walk in. I'm going to do it every single day to get my metabolism to shift back to where it's burning better, so I can cut my weight along with other things we're doing to improve my weight for me. Okay? What I'm doing. So, but what am I going to do? Am I going to stop because I'm going to exercising now for a few weeks straight and I haven't started losing any real weight yet? No. No. Because it's those little things that you do and you continue to do that compound themselves, and sooner or later it starts to pay off. Am I going to stop reading books that benefit me and teach me how to do better work? This is hypnotic writing. Anybody that doesn't have it, go get it. Start working a chapter at a time, a half a chapter a day. Start reading this stuff and learn how to write better. And then keep tweaking and learning how to write better. Even if the first ads you start to write when you think you're following the book don't get you rich, keep doing those little tweaks every day that are going to change it. Kelly and I are starting a book club. Anybody that hasn't already gotten into it, find our links on Facebook, get into our Facebook group, get on the email list, and come on in it. We're doing The Slight Edge. The Slight Edge, from what I understand, has a lot of things in common with one of my other favorite books, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. You guys have heard me talk about that before. It's the little things that we do. 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 This guy here keeps eating his ice cream every night. This guy here stops eating his ice cream every night. If they change nothing else in their whole life but that, as they get older, slowly you're not going to see much difference in them in a number of months. It's all going to stay the same. Maybe this guy's going to give up and say, oh, I'm going to eat my ice cream every day because I don't see any different. But if he knows that this is going to change and he continues not eating that ice cream every day, after 5 or 6 months, you start to notice a difference. This guy's getting fatter and fatter, and he's starting to drop weight. He's still drinking his Cokes and his ice cream, and he's just getting fatter and fatter, and he starts to do it. And suddenly it just does this massive change. And you see the extreme differences between the two, and the only thing they changed, come on, get back in focus. The only thing they changed was eating an ice cream every night. And maybe after a little while he starts exercising because he's got more energy, and he spends another hour in front of the TV because other things are going to happen because of it, right? These compounded things. What is it Devon says here? Most people will waste 3 to 4 years in the military because they join and think that the Army is going to be awesome. Then they see how it is run, and they quit or get into trouble. Sure. But if they people that go into the Army for 3 to 4 years knowing they're investing in their future by getting their GI Bill and getting stuff so they can buy a house on the GI Bill and they can get an education on the GI Bill, at least they're going to come out with something that they've gained from that investment rather than that they wasted 3 to 4 years. So even that is a perspective on it. Where are you going to go with it, right? Somebody might go in as a career thing and then find out, whoa, this ain't for me. Well, that's great. But what did you learn? Where have you grown? And where are you going to take it now? Right? And when you have the passion, it stays with you. Love that, Ken. That's awesome. Okay? All right? So all of this is great stuff here. Let me see here. Everything I need is available. No blame. Just failures that make me stronger. That's where I learn from. Every time I fail, I learn a lesson, or not every time. Sometimes it takes me 5 or 6 times because I'm a thick-headed dude sometimes, okay? 5 years is nothing. Think about your kids. 5 years ago. Seems like yesterday, right? Yep. And by the way, anybody that wasn't on this early enough or didn't start the beginning to where they were able to see that video as it was going through, please, we're going to be getting the replay of this up. Make sure you watch the replay. We had a few glitches getting the video going. We're going to get some of those that time cut out, but it is so worth it. Watch that video and put that video of the miracle of the Chinese bamboo into the perspective of your life and what you're doing. 5 years ago seems like nothing is right. Man, and two, and Kimberly, I didn't notice, my kids have been growing a lot. But suddenly, they're huge. And it seemed like overnight that they went from being little kids to being little men. and it's awesome. Asher, come here. Here's one of my little men. This guy right here, he's about a ½ an inch from wearing his mom's shoes now. She put on his running shoes, and they fed him. What were they, about an inch too long, Cal? They're about that much too long for him. He's going to be able to wear his mom's running shoe size in no time because he's huge, Mr. Swim Team guy. All right? So, think about it. You're right. 5 years is nothing. Nothing. And yet, most of the people that come into doing this marketing will fail in their first week, will jump to 10 other businesses, and will never have success because they'll never slow down enough to know that this is a business about personal growth with products attached, no matter what you're doing. And it's what you're growing takes time. All right? So, invest in it. Do the small things that you need to do and continue to do if you want to have the success that is going to give you your future. Who else has something to say over here? I'm over here. I'm about to cut it off. We're about to call this thing the end here. The video says 90% of it, but, you know, I like to hear myself talk, and maybe I've added some things to it to put it in perspective with your business. But, guys, what, Cal? Oh, yeah. Guys, here's what we're doing. Next Monday night, we're launching our first book call. We're going to be doing the Monday night call that we're going to be doing. This call is becoming our Inner Vision Book Club call, where we're going to be talking about the book that we're reading. So if you haven't bought this book yet, The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson, go out and buy it right now. Get it on a 2-day sent to you by Amazon, or get it as a Kindle book and start reading it immediately. This book is phenomenal. We're going to be doing this book. We're going to be going over it every Monday night. We're going to be reviewing what we're reading. What we're going to read for next Monday night to give people a chance to read it is we're going to be talking about the start of this book, the introduction, and the first chapter of this book on Monday night's call. We're going to be putting out both the links. But actually, it's going to be a phone call, guys. It's not going to be a hangout, so that anybody, anywhere will be able to get on this call and participate in it. So we're going to be getting the phone numbers out there. It's going to be done as a conference call. Nobody's going to have a reason that they can't be on it. If they're at work, they'll be able to hopefully listen to it while they're doing other stuff. If they're driving down the road, they'll be able to listen to it and participate with a headset, please, while they're driving down the road, or if you got a Bluetooth in your car. Okay? So I look forward to everybody being here this coming Monday for the first Inner Vision Book Club call, because that is what our Monday mentoring call is going to become. And we're going to do some other trainings during other times during the week as we come up with things that we want to put together trainings for, and we'll post those times and we'll post those recordings. But guys, it's all about growth. You're growing or you're dying. What, Cal? Yeah, and if you don't get the book, get on the call on Monday anyway. But get into our Facebook group, the Inner Vision Facebook group, Inner Vision Book Club Facebook group. Get in it. Get on our email list for it. We'll keep you posted about it. Get the book. We look forward to seeing you there. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to add in here before I call this and end the call? I love this hat my kids gave me. Look at that. It's got a video game controller on it. You know what I think I love the best about it, too, is I'll go everywhere I go. Teenagers and young adults love my hat. I guess it means I'm being hip and cool thanks to my kid's birthday present for me. Nobody has anything else to say? I noticed a few folks have joined towards the end of the call. We'll have this recording up as quick as we can so that you can go back and watch the video if you missed it. And we'll be posting that video. And heck, I may even put that video in my tomorrow's email campaign. It is so powerful. So I just want to say peace. Love you all. Let's do everything we need to do today to sow the seeds for our future generations and to pass this on and pay it forward for others. Kelly, you got anything you want to add before I hit stop broadcast?
No,
Kelly said, nope. Love y'all. Bye.